welcome to couple reviews. Kind of. Maybe. Not sure. Okay, so here's what's going on here. What I normally do is I review fictional romances, but I don't know that Hocus Pocus 2 has any romance. I know that Hocus Pocus 1 does, and I'm going to be talking about Hocus Pocus 1 and 2, but I'm also not sure if I'm going to do one video for the both of them, or if I'm going to split this up into a video for each. So I'm just going to do a few lines to cover my bases for either scenario. So today we're going to be watching both Hocus Pocus 1 and 2 in this video and talking about them both just all in one go. Now we'll do the footage for the other possibility. So now that you've watched this video about Hocus Pocus 1, so now that you've watched this video about Hocus Pocus 2, you should let's try it again. You should definitely watch the other video I made about the other movie, because that other video is definitely funnier than the one you just watched. Right. So now that we have our bases covered, let's jump into it. I'll decide later if I'll actually combine this into one video or do them separately. I did a all-in-one video for the Zombies trilogy and wasn't really sure if I should have done that though. I mean, it felt good to put out a video that was an hour and 20 minutes long, 20-something minutes long, but I'll never know if I could have tripled the views by splitting it up. Oh, I forgot to say, this is not my first viewing of Hocus Pocus 1. I saw it for the first time 1 week ago. I liked it though. It's such a bizarre movie, and I like it that way. In Hocus Pocus, no one acts like a human being, and I love it. Everyone is so ridiculous. Even the characters we're supposed to be relating to on some level are just out of whack. The first time I watched this, I was trying to record it for a video, but I didn't sleep well the night before that, so I was too out of it, so I looked at the footage and I just decided this isn't good enough and I deleted it. Hopefully we'll do better this time.
She's done for. Not yet! You wake my father! Summon the elders! Go!
I love that word, summon. You don't hear it enough in things. Summon the Kraken! Summon the Colossus! Summon your mama! I don't know if I'll put that in. Why are they burning to get pink smoke?
We must continue with our spell now that our little guest of honor has arrived.
Look how happy she is to be here. Hang on, this kid has this shirt. He's got holes in it, and it's a soaking wet white shirt. Who did he want to show off? Maybe the actor said, "Look guys, I'm gonna be a cat for most of the movie. Can I show off as much as possible for this one scene?"
'Tis ready for tasting.
This guy gets major brother points for going into this witch's house for his sister.
I knew I smelled a boy.
The fact that they didn't think to have one person go right and the other person go left is just so funny.
Emily!
That was a fun shoot, I'm guessing.
The potion works. Take my hands. We will share her. Oh, Winnie, how generous of thee.
Just listen to these lines without the video or context.
Take my hands. We will share her. Oh, Winnie, how generous of thee.
You think I'm being dirty, but this movie does it too later. If you knew this movie, you'd know that I'm not far off.
Sisters, behold! I am beautiful! beautiful.
Yeah, you are.
Boys will love me.
Yeah, we do. They straight up killed a child in this movie. This is hardcore stuff.
You hag! There are not enough children in the world to make thee young and beautiful.
This one's already beautiful. What are you talking about?
Hang him on a hook and let me play with him.
No!
Well, might be worse ways to go. It's so ironic that these witches want to gain youth in order to gain beauty, but that in real life they're old and still beautiful. In fact, the one who plays Mary, she's actually hotter now than she was 30 years ago when she filmed this movie.
His punishment shall not be to die, but to live forever with his guilt.
What guilt? He tried so hard.
Witches! Daughters of darkness!
Hide the child!
I'll never find her like that. Wait, someone lowered her shoulder strap. And then the next thing you know, it's back up. But how did... You know, the fact that I caught that really shows where my priorities are.
Virgin will summon us.
And it's back down now. I love how they hanged the witches in this Disney movie. This movie is so hardcore, I love it. I hope that Hocus Pocus 2 is just as hardcore as this one. You know how modern censorship is.
Give me a break.
Aha. We seem to have a skeptic in our midst. Mr. Dennison, would you care to share your California laid-back tie-dye point of view?
In what world can you shame a student for not believing in witches?
But everyone here knows that Halloween was invented by the candy company.
It just so happens that Halloween is based on the ancient feast called All Hallows Eve.
Well said, Allison.
Here's my number.
Now remember that the best way to get a boy's phone number is to prove him wrong in front of the whole class. By the way, can he do that? So he gets in trouble for not believing in witches, but he doesn't get in trouble for stopping the class so he can give a girl his phone number. Again, no one acts like a human being, and I love it.
Allison.
Hi.
Hi, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you in class.
You didn't?
I think she embarrassed you, but okay.
Yeah, I know. You just moved here, huh?
Yeah, last week.
Must be a big change for you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You don't like it here?
Oh, the leaves are great, but...
I don't like leaves. They're coarse and rough and irritating, and they get everywhere.
I don't know. Just all this Halloween stuff.
You don't believe in it?
What do you mean, like the Sanderson sisters? No way.
How does not believing in this stuff make him the weird one? Is this how things are in Salem?
Not even on Halloween?
Especially not on
Now,
Halloween.
why does Halloween make him more likely to believe in this stuff? You know, I'm a skeptic for like 364 days of the year, but on Halloween I open up my mind to all those monsters, but then right after that I just stop believing again.
Trick or treat?
He gave him back his own number. That is the wrench in the gears to me. I mean, divorced from that moment, this romance between them works well enough, but with that one detail, basically she just told him to his face that she's not interested in him like that. But for the rest of the movie, she doesn't act like that's the case, and she gets interested in him with not that much. It feels like there's not that much bonding done between them, between this and the moment when they almost kiss later on. Again, if you take that moment out, it seems like they flow pretty well, but with the fact that she gave him his phone number back, I keep wondering, how have we gone from the ultimate insult to my yabos are yours?
Paul! Who are you? Max.
Were they waiting behind those gravestones for specifically him?
So, let's have a butt.
Wait, what did he say?
Let's have a butt. No thanks, I don't smoke.
Oh, thank goodness. For a minute there, I thought he was going to smoke.
Check out the new cross trainers.
Let me try them on.
Later, dude. See ya, Hollywood.
Don't worry, they'll get their comeuppance in the end.
How was school?
Sucked.
Hey, watch your language.
That is him watching his language.
Can't believe you made me move here.
He wasn't wearing any shoes.
Must be some form of protest.
Is that typical for him? Wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Hey guys.
So clearly he doesn't like living in Salem, but he seems to not really connect well, I mean, they don't show him connecting the fact that he's only meeting Allison, who he's obsessed with because he's in Salem. I'm pretty sure he wants to go back to LA, but he never really talks about the fact that if he did go back to LA, that would mean never seeing Allison anymore. I mean, seeing Allison is probably the only saving grace of being in Salem for him, so he would probably want to go back to LA if he had the choice, but if he's not going back to LA, he probably wants to be with Allison. I don't know if they never really touch on the fact that if he got his way, he would have to not see Allison anymore. They never really specify if he would still want that. I mean, it is interesting how they never have him hesitate to try to be with Allison, because I'm not sure if he doesn't think that he has any chance of going back to LA, or if he's trying to convince his parents to go back to LA. I'm not sure if he is trying to convince them, because if he's trying to convince his parents to go back to LA, that would mean that it would be weird for him to continue to pursue Allison. So maybe he's just accepted the fact that he's not going anywhere.
Oh, Allison, you're so soft.
Again, right after she gave him his phone number back, it's such a small, it's such a brief moment, and it's such a wrench in the gears. I'm thinking this one moment where she gives him his phone number back just puts such a different light on everything, because he's still taking comforts in the girl that just threw his phone number back in his face. I guess he's just not giving up, but still, he's putting a lot of his hopes in this girl who just gave him his phone number back, and clearly that's what he's using as his solace right now, because he snapped straight from being super upset to being super smiley. And that's the thing, I should be thinking that's so sweet that he hates most of his situation, but this one girl can make him happy. He just needs to think about her to not be upset about the bullies and be okay after riding home with no shoes and having a rough day at school, and he just thinks about his girl and his problems just vanish. That should be good, but I'm thinking she just threw his number back in his face, and he's so happy about her for some reason.
Just wanna...
Danny!
Wait. Little girl will go back in the closet and want to know what he wanted to do.
Just wanna...
Danny!
I'm Allison. Allison. Kiss me, I'm Allison.
I'm not sure I like her intentions with her brother.
You're gonna take me trick-or-treating.
Not this year, Danny.
Come on, we used to have so much fun together trick-or-treating.
Yeah, well, the old days are dead.
It doesn't matter what you say, you're taking me.
Imagine this moment divorced from the context.
It doesn't matter what you say, you're taking me.
I'm not sure I like her intentions with her brother.
go this way. Danny.
Danny, what are you doing to him?
Stop and pay the toll, kid.
10 chocolate bars, no licorice.
Dump out your sack.
Drop dead, moron.
Shouldn't the homeowner be calling the police about now?
How'd you like to be hung off that telephone pole?
I just like to see you try. Because it just so happens I got my big brother with me.
Does she think her brother can beat 12 guys? How many guys is that?
Just taking my little sister around.
Okay, that is pretty brave of them, all things considered. Puts his face right up to him like that.
Everybody pays the toll.
Stuff it, zit face.
Why you little?
Hey! Ice.
That was pretty brave of him.
Pig out.
I think the message that they try to send in this movie is watch out for your little sister. But it doesn't seem like he needs to learn that. He's already standing up to those bullies for his little sister.
You just humiliated me in front of half the guys at school. So collect your candy and get out of my life.
Well, that was a jerk move of her to put him into that. I mean, she's been throwing him into bullies, and she's been sexually harassing him, and she's been screaming to their mom, and she's been sexually harassing him, and spying on him from his closet, and she's been sexually harassing him.
Danny, I'm sorry.
It's just that I hate this place. I want to go home.
Well, this is your home now. So get used to it.
Yeah. Give me one more chance?
Why should I?
Because I'm your brother.
And yeah, he yelled at her, but he's already trying to make up with his sister before he's going on this any life-changing journey. He said he wants to go home, but he said yeah when she said he needs to get used to it. So I think that he's not trying to go home as much as he's just accepted it, as much as just thinks he needs to accept his fate, and maybe in pursuing Allison is a part of accepting this, I guess.
Wow. Check out this house.
Rich people.
Max Dennison.
Allison.
She says that so seductively, as if she didn't just give him his phone number back, and he takes his hat off in the presence of his lady, as if she didn't just give him his phone number back. You know what? I'm just going to pretend that moment, for the rest of this video, I'm just going to pretend that moment didn't happen. As the head of the Hocus Pocus canon, I hereby retcon her giving back of the phone number and recontextualize their relationship under this new light of not giving his phone number backness.
Oh,
So with that in mind,
Max Dennison.
Max Dennison.
Oh, Allison.
Yeah, Allison.
I'm just taking my little sister Danny around.
That's nice.
I always do it.
My parents made him.
Boring. It's just a bunch of my parents' friends. They do this every year.
She sure likes smiling at him.
By the way, Danny, I love your costume.
Thank you. I really like yours too. I couldn't wear anything like that because I don't have any, what do you call them, Max? Yabos?
This is a normal conversation.
Max likes her yabos. In fact, he loves them.
And she seems to love the fact that he loves her
Me
yabos.
too. There's a museum about it?
Yeah, but they shut it down because a lot of spooky things happen there.
Well, why don't we go to this old Sanderson house? Oh, come on, make a believer out of me.
Okay, let me get changed. You'll never miss me.
That was his selling point for is getting him to believe in this stuff. I'm temporarily unretconning the fact that she gave him his number back. It's possible that she's only wanting a boyfriend who believes in witches and such, which that's questionable. So it seems like she's been kind of into him but held back by the fact that he doesn't believe into the same stuff that she does, which, I mean, in this particular universe, she's happens to be correct about the existence of magical witches, but in real life that's kind of questionable to do that. I mean, I guess you could view this as allegorical to not wanting to date someone who's not the same religion as you, but I mean, apart from that, she seems to be interested in him. But okay, now that we've talked about that, I'm re-retconning the fact that she gave him his number back.
Max, I'm not going up there. My friends at school told me all about that place. It's weird.
You're weird.
Danny, this is the girl of my dreams.
So take her to the movies like a normal person.
Danny!
Danny! How dare you suggest that I act like a normal person? Don't you know what movie we're in?
Look, just do this one thing for me and I'll do anything you say.
Max, you should really be careful who you say I'll do anything you say to.
Kiss me, I'm Allison. It doesn't matter what you say, you're taking me.
Please? Please? Please?
Okay. Next year we go trick-or-treating as Wendy and Peter Pan with tights, or it's no deal.
Okay, deal.
I'm pretty sure Peter Pan and Wendy were kind of a thing. I think Wendy was into Peter Pan. This girl is into some naughty roleplay, and she specifically said tights. Not sure if I said this yet, but I'm not sure I like her intentions with her brother. Wait, I just thought of something. I always give movies a hard time for having love triangles. If his sister is trying to get some incests going here, does that mean that this movie has a love triangle?
It's the black flame candle.
Legend says that on a full moon it will raise the spirits of the dead when lit by a virgin on Halloween night. And do the honors?
No, thanks.
He totally tried to figure out if she's a virgin.
Oh, come on. It's just a bunch of hocus pocus.
Max, no!
Pro tips, covering your eyes doesn't make it less scary. When I was a kid, my dad used to cover my eyes during the scary parts of a movie. The only reason I got scared was because my dad's hand was over my eyes, letting my imagination run amok. And then later on, when I rewatched those movies, I watched the scenes that my eyes were covered over with, and I thought, that's it? That's what I would have been afraid of this whole time? That would have been so dark if Danny lit the candle and it didn't work. Wouldn't have been that surprising, though.
Hey! Let go of my little sister.
Again, he doesn't need to really learn to stick up for his sister, which I don't really know if I want to take these points away from the movie. The thing is, it's later on, he's talked to as if he needed to learn to stick up to his sister. He just shouldn't have been talked to that way because he has been looking after his sister pretty well.
Okay.
You leave my brother alone!
I like how that's a two-way street. I mean, sometimes you see in movies the guy is sticking up for the girls, but the girls aren't willing to stick up for the guy. I mean, obviously, if someone's trying to hurt your girlfriend or your sister, then you should stick up for them. But it's also nice to see the girls being willing to stick up for the guy. Also, that happens a bit more later. I like how when he needs help, that girl is willing to help him.
I summon the burning rain of death.
I love how they'll fall for anything. Oftentimes with fish out of water stories, it makes the character who's out of their element look stupid, but it totally works for them.
Shut up! It is but water! Most refreshing. You idiot! The boy has tricked us, and he's stolen the book! After him!
Such a different time. Let's watch that again.
Most refreshing. You idiot! The boy has tricked us, and he's stolen the book! After him!
Oh, back when you can get away with stuff like this.
'Tis a black river. Perhaps it is not too deep.
You deliberately tried to kill the hot one.
It's hollowed ground.
Witches can't set foot here.
He talks.
Yeah. Has she seen talking cats before? That would explain a few things, actually. If there's more magical stuff in this town, that would explain people taking it as fact and her mentalities about this stuff.
Lost soul?
Billy Butcherson was Winifred's lover, but she found him sporting with her sister Sarah.
Ah, man of taste, I see. Well, obviously I don't condone cheating, but if you have to cheat on someone, then Winifred's not a bad person to cheat on, since she's literally a child killer.
Brave little virgin who lit the candle. I'll be thy friend.
Hey, take a hike!
Ouch!
Wait, does that mean we have a love square now? Max is just getting all the girls, somehow. Oh, I'm dead? Oh.
Hello, Billy. Catch those children! Get up!
You find out later that he's not trying to hurt the kids and he doesn't like Winifred. I'm gonna keep that in mind as I examine these scenes.
Yes!
Yeah, he didn't actually try to do anything dastardly there. He just got his head knocked off before he got a chance to explain. And he has his mouth zipped for a good chunk of the movie, so he can't just say where his loyalties are.
Found you! Very well. We must have with them. When Billy the Butcher gets here with my book, we should be ready for them. Sarah!
Bobbo, I'm in trouble.
And its purpose?
To convey gorgeous creatures such as yourselves to your most forbidden desires.
Is this how he picks up everybody? No wonder the rest of the bus is empty.
I need one of those instant ice packs. You girls are giving me a fever.
He has a wide range of taste if he's into all three of them.
Hey, Buttercup, anybody ever tell you you're very easy on the eyes?
Probably.
It's all my fault.
I love how Allison is being sister-in-law material with Danny for so much of the movie.
You want my route schedule?
Oh, thou wouldst hate me in the morning.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, believe me, thou wouldst.
Party pooper.
Didn't even ask them to pay, as if... I think having Sarah sit on his lap for so long was payment enough. Is that a Mrs. Potts costume? Oh yeah, it is Mrs. Potts costume.
Bless you.
Aww. I love how they're terrified of angels.
You lit the black flame candle.
Yeah.
Are you a virgin?
At his age, you should be worried about him if he's not a virgin.
It's not a prank.
Really?
Hey! I put my life on the line to protect this community, and you punks pull this?
You
Get
shut
out.
up. He's not a real police officer, as we'll find out in a second.
I thought I was a real cop.
That's illegal. Screw this guy impersonating our good police officers. And it ran over that poor guy's fingers. What a jerk. I don't know why he has that hottie on his bike. I love how Max and Danny's parents keep the marriage fun, keep going to parties even though they have kids.
Oh my goodness, who must this charming young blood donor be?
Dad!
He's jealous because his dad's being more smooth than he is.
Mom? What are you supposed to be?
Madonna?
This can't hear Binks, right? He can talk. My brother's a virgin. He lit the black flame candle. The witches are back from the dead and they're after us. We need help.
Did you say that your brother is a virgin?
They're gonna eat all the kids in Salem. They're real.
Let's just find your father.
Yeah, whenever there's lighting of black flames and witches, your father is the one to take care of that. Yeah, the dad is so lucky to have a woman who still dresses like that after 2 kids. Again, I would like to say these witches think that they need to be young in order to be beautiful, and yet, Dang, she works fast.
Now they've returned from their grave.
Oh, now you Salem people don't believe in this stuff.
Take off.
Hey, Max, great show.
Cover your ears.
I put a spell on you.
The kids keep thinking that they're actually putting a spell on people with the song. I don't think that there's actually an effect on it. Unless I didn't think about that until just now. At the very end of the movie, we find out that they've been dancing all night. So it could be that they actually were under
Look, I want you to
keep
take Danny back to your house and don't let her out of your sight.
Max, I'm not leaving you.
I'm so glad that I deleted the footage of my first reaction to this movie and try it again. I think I'm doing much better this time. I think.
I have an idea.
We're gonna Hansel and Gretel these witches. Something I haven't been pointing out is that ever since they lit the black flame candle, Max and Allison haven't really been having conversations with each other. So if they hadn't already had feelings for each other, it'd be a bit weird for them to be boyfriend and girlfriend by the end. I love how happy they are to have burned 3 people to death. We don't need therapy at all.
Take good care of Danny, Max. You'll never know how precious she is until you lose her.
He's almost saying that as if Max hasn't already been taking good care of Danny. I mean, I don't mind that he's already taking care of Danny. It's just that he's acting as if he hasn't already been doing that. That was a good idea to have the kids temporarily think the witches are dead even though they're not, so they can have their cozy moments and yet without ending the movie.
Oh man, how come it's always the ugly chicks that stay out late? Chicks?
So it was not the word ugly that did it, it was the word chicks that did it. In case you don't remember, those are the bullies from before, so they deserve all this stuff. Such a romantic, cozy thing of them to sleep while sitting right next to that book that's made of human skin.
Hold my hand.
Nothing weird so far.
Someday they'll tell their grandkids about how they held hands while opening up the witch's book of dark magic, right after burning the 3 witches in the oven. I hate that cliche where they're about to kiss and something interrupts. Just let me see people kiss. And it's so frustrating. You think, well, it seems like you two like each other enough to kiss. Can you kiss later after there's no more interruption?
Danny!
Yeah, definitely sister-in-law material.
Let me out of here.
Yeah, I wouldn't let him out either.
Hollywood, help us out here.
He takes his shoes back and leaves them. That's justice for you right there. I like how the way the kids are fighting the witches are such plausible things that a lot of teenagers or kids could do. It's like this power fantasy of kids being able to fight off witches without it being stretches about what kids and teenagers are capable of. Like the way they fight the witches using their superior knowledge and common sense and resources that kids would be able to use. So, and the witches are dumb enough and physically unfit enough for these methods to work. So I like how the kids fight them.
Now, come on, move! Move out of the way!
Wait! No!
Yeah, I like how she is willing to stick up for him like that.
Go to hell! Oh, I've been there, thank you. I found it quite lovely.
Well, then why are you so desperate not to die?
Bye-bye.
The witches are dead. My soul's finally free.
Zachary Beans, what took these so long?
I'm sorry, Emily. I had to wait 300 years for a virgin to light a candle.
You know, he had 300 years to figure out how to light the candle himself. Yeah, way to keep the marriage fun. They danced all night. Maybe it was because of the curse, but they liked it, so that's what matters. And I do not feel sorry for these two. Yep. That's what we're gonna do. So now that you've watched this video about Hocus Pocus 1, you should definitely watch the other video I made about the other movie, because that other video is definitely funnier than the one you just watched.